It takes a certain type of person to jump out of an aeroplane at 12,000 feet. It requires a lot of courage, and that's something Karishma Mohan, who's been deaf since the age of 2, knows all about.
Yeah, pretty much. The deaf has never made me feel that, to be deaf has never made me feel that I've got a barrier. You know, I can drive and I can go everything. I can do everything that everyone else does, just the same as any hearing person. So it's just a normal way of life for me.
She's a go-getter. We had been very protective over her initially when we first came, but now she's out and about doing everything. Sometimes she does scare me because I'm not as brave as she is. So she's done her skydiving and a bungee jumping.
She's daring. She's got a different adrenaline rush that we don't have.
Karishma's courage and determination gets her noticed. Deaf Aotearoa saw she'd be a perfect spokeswoman and asked her to be one of the faces of the annual New Zealand Sign Language Week awareness campaign.
This year, the theme for New Zealand Sign Language Week is I'm Deaf, Let's Talk. And the reason why we've made it this theme is it was for an opportunity for deaf people to share their experiences and to share their life, the challenges that they have, and to share with hearing people on what it's like to be deaf. I think a lot of hearing people don't know what a deaf person's like, what deaf people are like, really. And so that was part of my wanting to be part of the promotion, that they don't really know that deaf people, you know, I'm still human and pretty normal. And sometimes hearing people think, oh, well, you know, they are deaf, but I wanted to show that, you know, they can be independent, I can do anything, similar to hearing people, that there's no barriers in my way.
When Karishma was first diagnosed with deafness in South Africa, her parents never dreamed she'd become the independent young woman she is today.
When the initial diagnosis of deafness was made, the most devastating part for us was we believed at the time that she'll be illiterate, she won't be able to, you know, read and write, and, you know, the questions of what her future will be like. And my biggest wish at that time was to make her independent, and for the times when we won't be around to support her. And I've been very successful with that because she's very independent, very strong-willed, a mind of her own, and she can go and do things the way she wants it, and she's not going to, she's not just going to accept any answer. She will fight for what she believes is right. And she has proved that the deaf can do anything they want to.
The entire family have learned sign language, which has been an incredible support to Karishma.
That sign language is really important for Karishma, and very early on, that became another language in our home.
So every Tuesday night was our night to go and learn sign language so that we could be abreast with her learning and communicate with her. That was the most important thing, is being able to communicate with her while she was at school and get us up to speed so we can help her along.
Karishma's mother decided to change her career direction from being a mainstream music teacher to a teacher of the deaf, so she could better understand Karishma's world.
Yeah, when Karishma was diagnosed with deafness, I continued being a mainstream teacher, but I had the interest of, you know, working with the deaf, knowing that I needed to improve my sign language as well, and how best I could support Karishma. I don't think this would have been my career path had Karishma not been deaf, but I'm not sad for it.
This year, Karishma decided to fulfill her life dream and become a teacher of the deaf, just like her mum.
I've looked at my mum often. She's a teacher as well. And I've always thought, you know, I've dreamed about that a lot. I'd like to be like her and be a teacher. And so now that I've started my practicum, I look at myself and can think, yeah, I can do something similar to what Mum's done. She's a qualified teacher, and I can do exactly the same thing. As of yet, of course, I'm not a teacher yet, but I think it's pretty amazing for me to be able to think that I'm actually doing what I've always wanted to do. It's a lovely experience.
And it seems she's chosen the right path.
she's doing really well. She's getting on really well with the children already. You can see they're enjoying her and wanting to get her attention. So, yeah, I think she's doing really well. We need more deaf role models. We don't have enough deaf teachers because their first language is sign language. They're much better role models for the deaf children. They're giving them the language. They're showing that they are, you know, capable and finding their way in the world, that they're able to communicate with other hearing people.
Karishma aims to teach deaf children and children with hearing. She's passionate about all New Zealanders learning more about our country's third official language. This coming week, Deaf Aotearoa are offering free sign language taster classes all around the country. And Karishma can give you lots of reasons why you should get along to one.
To communicate with deaf people and make new friends and be able to communicate with people you might not have communicated with before. And then you can go anywhere, wherever you want, to communicate with anyone, you know, meet someone in a coffee bar or wherever. And it's just the same as you would if you were relaxing with hearing friends. You could do that with deaf friends as well. And if you actually worked with a deaf person, then that would be, you know, much nicer to be able to talk to them, you know, easily.
If you'd like to find out more about these taster classes, visit their website.